My name is Charlie Lyons. I'm president of the college, and I'm pleased to be with you today. You know, this is the time of year for celebrations. We sort of start here, and we've already started with a couple of statewide celebrations, and we're going to keep going right through commencement. And this is a particularly delightful one today, I think, because it's the first time we've done this. This is pulling together lots of students who have achieved lots of wonderful honors for themselves and for the college, and today is our day to recognize them within-house, just ourselves. And, you know, we see people who made it to this group of chairs every day, but we see lots of other folks in the building who have done marvelous things as well. Every day we see students who've overcome tremendous odds just to be here, let alone to achieve at the level that they have. Not long ago, a couple of these students joined me in my conference room to have lunch, as I do every semester, with students who earned a perfect 4.0. A perfect 4.0. And to me, and to some of you in the room, that's beyond anything we ever hoped for. 2.5 and stay alive was my motto. But you know, this is just one more example of the wonderful, wonderful folks we have at York County Community College. So it's my pleasure to honor all of you today and to welcome all of you here that join us in this celebration.
So our theme today is students who made a lasting impression. In an email that I sent out to faculty and staff each February, I seek nominations for the York County Community College Student of the Year. In this communication I say, and I'm going to repeat it to these folks here because I don't think they know why they were nominated. But what I ask is, being named Student of the Year is a very prestigious honor. Only one student can be selected by each of the Maine Community College System campuses, which is difficult since many of our students are very worthy of recognition for their accomplishments. There are a number of qualities, I say to the nominators, you should keep in mind when you're preparing your nomination. The success of the Student of the Year is one who has first achieved academic success at YCCC. The student who will be recognized is one who makes a difference in the lives of our community, either on campus or off campus. The student should preferably be full-time, but should certainly be involved, to the extent possible, with our college in spite of his or her busy life and other responsibilities. This might be demonstrated in activities like tutoring others, contributing as a student leader in governance or in organizations, or participating in college events. That communication that I just read to you is why all of you are here today. Because what it did was generate 8 nominees for this year's consideration by the selection committee, which consisted of Claudette Dupe, Joe Foster, Cindy O'Toole, Mark Monin, and Kathy Schettino. Each nominee was given the opportunity to provide additional information about their background for the committee's consideration. Each one of them who contacted me expressed great surprise about their nomination and humble appreciation for even being considered. I think this says a great deal about each and every one of them. Today, we're first going to recognize the 7 nominees, and what I'll do is share with you a few sentences which are direct excerpts from what was written by their nominator to reveal to you why this student has made a lasting impression. Karen Alcott. Come on up. Karen was laid off by R.R. Donnelly after many years of employment with that company. In spite of this, she maintains a totally positive outlook, her nominator said, even though she was struck a blow financially. Her grades are very strong, A's. She's hardworking, very motivated, personable, with a really cheery personality that's evident when I see her every single day. Karen tutors with the North Star program. Join me in congratulating her. Next we have Brian Carpenter. Brian's nominator said Brian is on top of his educational pursuits, maintaining top grades in 2 majors. His His presence in class is consistent and stable, and his support of others genuine and encouraging. One of his more impressive endeavors is that he has active involvement as a school board member for the Waterboro school system, where he has demonstrated a desire to enrich the educational arena of our young, and continues to provide the results of those efforts to others whenever and however he can. Barbara Francoeur. And written about Barbara. Barbara is a full-time student in the architectural design program, where she has earned a 3.938 grade point average. Too bad we didn't round a little sooner. She is an exceptional student, both on and off campus. She helps any and all students in our program and is willing to go the extra step for her classmates. She has trained her German Shepherd in a very intensive program to become a certified search and rescue dog for the state of Maine, and has traveled throughout our state and elsewhere on rescue operations. Next we have Amber. Amber is known to faculty and many staff, her nominator wrote, for her intellectual curiosity, breadth of reading, and her wonderful writing. More impressive, she's open to stepping outside of her comfort zone scholastically and takes on academic challenges beyond her writing and literature pursuits. Amber spearheaded the establishment of the Diversity Club and has been active in promoting a culture of tolerance at YC. She is an invaluable peer tutor and learning assistant in the Learning Center. And we don't have Christopher Morse here, but I'll read you briefly what was written about Christopher. He has pursued his education with a searching intensity that embraces the most difficult and actualizes itself in his personal and scholastic accomplishments. Though successful in most of what he undertakes, he is never completely satisfied with those results. He has a solid presence that provides a calming influence to other students, many of whom look up to him to provide the sensitive understanding that he lends so readily. That was written about Christopher Morse. And now Julie Prosper. Julie, a first-generation college student, is fairly silent about a difficult past. She has taken the road less traveled, a single parent who cares for 3 teenagers. Since first enrolling at YCCC, her studies were interrupted when she faced another hurdle, but she returned. She has assisted many students as what was listed as a silent volunteer. Julie's love of the outdoors and a surprising love for math and sciences, as well as the desire to help others, encouraged her to join the TRIO program, where she began tutoring in math, English, and CIS. This was written about Julie. Arlene Roy. Arlene has been involved in the creation of the Creative Arts magazine. She works as a committee member, and when asked what role she's involved in, she says that she, quotes, does anything that needs doing. She participates wonderfully as a team member. However, her overall contribution provides a solid and much-needed leadership role that ultimately produces the magazine. This, while pursuing a full-time schedule in the graphic arts, she struggles like most. Yet, the ongoing hard work she continuously uses to overcome her obstacles has contributed to her maintaining a 3.85 GPA. This was written about Arlene Roy. Okay, Okay, so you've heard all of that. Now what's next? You can imagine how hard it was for the committee to select the Student of the Year. But they did, and they took every minute of the hour that was allocated to the meeting to do it, after they did their homework of all of the reading prior to coming. So the Student of the Year, David Bolger, was described by his nominator. As one of those rare students we have from time to time. Dave is not only a good student academically, but he is an outstanding citizen of our community. He is a servant leader. In Phi Theta Kappa, he demonstrates this through his chapter involvement. An asset to the chapter, Dave was just elected as its vice president. Dave was also part of the founding group of the Creative Arts magazine, which started last year. He played a significant leadership role in getting the magazine off the ground, and is this year, again, playing another key role. He follows through on his commitments, and he does a job very well. Faculty report that Dave is always helping and tutoring other students. I've gone to the cafeteria, his nominator wrote, countless times, and have seen him tutoring fellow students. To sum it up simply, Dave Bolger is a good student in and out of the classroom. He is respected by faculty, staff, and peers, and is a very good example of what it means to be a good leader and citizen of the community.